ये लय में मेरे से ठीक बज रहा है, बहुत अच्छी बात है। लेकिन उसको समझने के लिए, उसकी मीनिंग को उजागर करने के लिए आप उसकी क्वार्टर स्पीड में बजाइए और क्वार्टर स्पीड में उसका फ्रेज को समझिए कि वो क्या है। क्योंकि फ्रेज जो है आपने ऐसे देख लिया, ये है आपके सामने, ये ऐसे है। अब वो ऐसे भी हो सकता है, ऐसे भी हो सकता है, ऐसे भी हो सकता है, उसके कई रूप बन सकते हैं। फॉर इंस्टेंस एक सिंपल चीज़ है, अब ये कायदा बोल रहा था तो बजा रहा हूँ। अब ये है ना, सो चेंज कुछ नहीं किया, लेकिन अगर मैं इसी को प्रोग्राम में जो अलग अलग एक्सेंट्स हैं, देयर इज ओनली एक्सेंट्स, दिखाऊं तो जो बेसिक सुनकार हैं उनको ऐसा लगेगा जैसे कुछ विस्तार हो रहे हैं। फ्रेज तो वही बज रहा है, बट द पॉइंट इज, व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज दैट देयर आर मेनी एस्पेक्ट्स टू द सेम फ्रेज। तो अब इस लय में मैंने बजा दिया, अब क्वार्टर स्पीड है। अब इसमें क्या है, नाउ यू हैव ऑल दिस स्पेस, एंड बिकॉज यू हैव ऑल दिस स्पेस you have to figure out what to do with it, and you got to make sure that the space is even every time, so now you can feel that there is other things you can do. It's not just अब आप खिलवाड़ कर सकते हैं। What is, now you are seeing the phrase, अब आपको ये फ्रेज और अलग तरीके से दिख रहा है, उसकी अलग कुछ शेप मिल रही है, आपको अलग कैरेक्टर नज़र आ रहा है उस फ्रेज का। सो देर आर ऑल दीज थिंग्स दैट यू आर सीइंग। सो क्वार्टर स्पीड में आप उसका रियाज करिए। दैट्स व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग, लर्न इट स्लो। Once you learn it slow, you know how it's going. That's one thing. Secondly, for tabla players, same kaida. कहाँ बायां लगना है, उसमें स्पेसिंग कितनी है वो दिखनी चाहिए। आप एक बेस लाइन बन गई. It has a groove. So you have to know exactly what the left hand is doing, what is the right hand doing, and when the left hand is doing it by itself, that the spacing between each hit is correct. If it's not correct, then the whole telling of the story goes haywire, especially when you're playing Rela, right? When you're going Rela like. Should be able to mix it. इसको अलग से सुन लीजिए, इसको अलग से सुन लीजिए, दोनों साथ में सुन लीजिए. And understand each phrase in its entirety. If you do that, then you have, आपके अंदर समाएगा ना वो, इधर आना चाहिए सब. If everything is here, and you've got all the words and all the phrases and all the paragraphs and everything in your brain, ready to go to be arranged anywhere you want, then you can send the information signal to the hands to do what the hand needs to do. So यहाँ बसाना ज़रूरी होता है. इसीलिए पुराने लोग बोलते हैं यहाँ पढ़ो बोलो, तो वो बोलना ज़रूरी है. अभी तो इधर आ गए ना पर. So that peripheral arrangement is pulling you away from the intimacy with this. You must be intimate. Thank you. Wow.
All right, thank you. So let's open up for the people. Today's session over. Now what you have to do is a very simple thing. I'll give you this link, okay? And you can take some time. Just a second. So people who are watching this today, we are doing a different dimensions of the same Dumbmastery. The link is been given here. Okay. Tell me 10 things that you learned from here. Just two words. Just tell me what all things you learned today. Okay. I learned only one thing. Take it slow. Take it slow. Yeah. It is not about the race anymore. It is not about how many books you have read. How many times you have read the goddamn same book and that stuff. Right down. So let's today have a different dimension of learning. Okay. So I've given you the things. Just type in the idea sections. What are the 10 things that you learned from this clip? Okay. Go ahead. Just type in. What are the 10 different dimensions or 10 different things? Yeah. So use the form so that we can record this. We can record your participation. Yeah. We are purposely not doing it on YouTube today. There is a reason. I've shared you this Ustad. There is a reason why he is called as an Ustad. The amount of effort he has taken to learn all these things, demonstrate all these things in very easy, effortless, simple techniques. He is able to transfer his knowledge and wisdom to so many people out there. That's why he's called as an Ustad. Ustad, Anubhav, the name of the event, I think rightly called as Anubhav, the experience. I think this experience of live demonstration makes him an ustad. It is no longer, I have done this, I have done that, I have got this ratna, that ratna. No. In 2024 and above, people are going to be respected if they're able to demonstrate, perform, and show their efficiency in life. It is no longer about how much you know, what is your experience in terms of number of destinations you have gone. And I think these are some of the things which are problematic also, right? So fill in this form and let me know how did you find this has given some new enlightenment, new thought process. We are always running behind so many things. We have to finish this, you have to go there. But today, I think let's go back to the boring stuff. Okay. Dada, you are so boring. Yeah. I do the same thing every goddamn day. Every day, wake up at 4:30, sleep at 12. That's what. Every day, same thing. Repetitions. Yeah, it is going to. But the moment you learn that, that's going to be different. So I want you to just let me know if you have already filled up the forms. Go, submit. Okay, submit. Go. Time's up, buddy. Go. Time's up. Okay, just press that button, whatever it is. I know you can write many. If you want to share more, please write to office@dramitnath.in. I read all the mails. And every day I make an effort to write to you, to learn from you. I have written a kind of a newsletter which is going to be there. This is something which is going to be there on 19th of April. It will go to you as a newsletter. Yeah, I'm telling you, you can predict your destiny also. Yeah, some of you guys are getting this. So there is a system, there is a way, because success is not just about just going randomly and finding your spark. No, there is a grammar, there is a proper way to do that. All right, so I think people have shared their ideas. Okay. Awesome, nice. Go. Fill it up. So even if it is like 4 or 5, it is fine. Okay, so here is some of the details that I have. So person 1 says, I learned here to go slow, understand well, keep in mind. Awesome. See, no one is teaching you. You are learning from yourself. I have not taught you. Ustad Zakir Hussain did not teach you. You learned it because of director's perspective, because you started to go back and find out those lacunas and faults inside yourself. And now you know what happened. Because many times we just have this rat race fever that we want to finish it fast. But you want to finish with finesse, please mark my words. You want to finish with finesse or finish just to become fast. So you can cheat, you can get some hacks. I see a lot of people, they're selling growth hacks, cheats, cheat sheets. You know, but the thing is, you can cheat and pass one time, but when the actual rubber meets the road, when the friction happens, then only the toughest rubber is going to sustain for a longer duration. So I think this is a very powerful learning. So the second thing is start to speak. Yeah, you have to speak it out. What you have learned. Many times we read, but we don't get inside. So read. So this is my habit. I read, I underline these things, and then when I read aloud, and I also write it down my notes with my hand. Yeah, I still have this habit. Okay, every day. These are all handwritten notes. Okay, that's how I can memorize better. It is not about me. I'm just showing it to you. Give gap and go slow. Very important. Very important. You know, this is a very powerful learning. Give a pace and then you learn, because only when you give space, you will find many other things, many other dimensions to it. The same thing happens in the dojo also. When we try to tell you, go practice more, we don't want you to practice fast. It is not that many people, they come to us, we have got many programs, okay? We have got programs that will teach you how to search yourself. That's called God mode. There are programs which will teach you how to communicate with the most difficult things ever in your life. There are other things where we teach you people how to close deals. But in all these things, it is not about how fast you have completed things. I have got many examples. People have finished it in like 17, 20 days. where these people are. But there are some people who are still looking at it. It is not about being slow and lazy. It is about being committed, regularly practicing the same thing again and again, right? So this person says, deep concentration. Deep concentration is only possible when you are subtracting 99% of the bullshit and the distractions outside. Yes or no? Yeah. And how that is very difficult. You have a itching problem, you have a food problem, you have got something crying, you have some noise, you have some other things, you have to go there, I have to pick up this. It is impossible for you to have a deep concentration. That's why I ask people, come on victory time. Victory time is at morning 5 o'clock to 6:30. That is the best time when you can put it to yourself. We have created this. There is a scientific reason. It is not mine. It is a Vedic principle, buddy. Yeah, you love it, you hate it, you can't. You need to wake up when the sun goes up. You have to wake up before the sun, you have to sleep after the sun. That's how it's going to be. Sun is the biggest, greatest, teacher of the world. Next, take it slow. Yeah. So I learned on one more thing, okay? This is something at the time when I was learning about driving. He said it is not about driving in high speed, but it is about driving carefully, slowly, when the things are very fast around you. Yeah, it is very difficult. Yeah. So always remember, a Formula One car race guy is a different person. He has mastered that art from a long, long time. But when you go to probably Haryana transport or Himachal transport, you will see one mistake. It is not about speed. It is about the perfection. One mistake, they are 120 feet down the valley. Yes or no? One mistake. Yeah. Because these drivers are trained to not about being fast, but being careful. What is more important, your life or your destination, where you want to reach? So that is where. So take it slow, say it. Many times this is what people are also, because the more you talk about something that you have learned, right now what I'm doing is I'm practicing. I'm practicing with you. I'm practicing with all of you guys. And when you don't say it, when you don't come on camera, when you don't talk about it, it will be under mein ghutte mar jaoge. Even if you are an amazing person, you will be called as an introvert. You will be called as someone who does not take stances, or you don't take stand for yourself or somebody else, and you will be seen as a person who has certain fear. So today, when I'm giving you chances to talk, write down your names, because you need to say it loud. If it is good or bad, that is a different thing. But what you share about yourself, how do you take stands, is very important. Participation is more important. Next one, observe the minute things. Absolutely, buddy. God is in the details. Yes or no? God is in the details. And this is what we do in the practice session also. Many times you might not know how beautifully these people who are musicians or craftsmen, you might see a painting and say, wow, this painting is great, this music is awesome. But how much amount of practice, how much amount of time, concentration, commitment goes in, only then you will realize the value of that particular piece of art. Yes or no? Yeah. When you see probably people who are closing deals, you might feel, oh, this is so easy. But only when you go through the 37 days process that I have created for you, when you go through the 15 levels of bifurcations of a single 3.5 minutes call, then you understand, acha, ye sab bhi hota hai. Are you guys getting this? So only when you go slow, observe these minor things every day. Same thing. It is not about learning new things. It is about learning that one thing and practicing multiple times. That's going to give you that perfection. Practice. That is the mother of every goddamn confident. If you want to be confident in your life, you need to practice, buddy. Stay consistent. Yeah. Many times it is not about the discipline. Staying consistent needs many things more than just a discipline. It's a sacrifice of a different kind. Yes or no? It's a sacrifice. You have to sacrifice time, energy, hobbies, things you love, your family, your relationship. Everything has to be compromised. Only then you can become consistent. Yeah, don't you think I go across all these things every day? Yeah, some of the top performers, even if you don't have a will to go to some place to meet your customers or prospects, you still have to go. Why? Because that's how it's going to be. Yeah, here to it. Yeah, first it will be in the mind. Yeah, first it is mind and heart combination. There are three things. Okay, they call it as head, heart, and hand. Yeah, these are the 3H of life: head, heart, and hand. So I've done some detailed structure on communication therapies, where some of the best learnings I've compiled into a very, very structured way, which is called as calisthenics way of learning. So it will be there in your body. Kinesthetics and calisthenics, both are there. So there is an art by called as interlocking. If you learn that system, you can confidently work on anything, but it needs you to slow down to understand yourself, understand your intent, your concept, your different kind of things. Only then you can do. Patience. Patience comes only when you have taken care of your circumstances. Hello? Otherwise, it is never going to come. And next one, I think you have written it very nicely. I don't know who is this person, but kudos to you. You have to feel that. Yeah. You have to feel your growth, feel your things. How many of you guys have seen in gym after doing an exercise, people look their body inside the mirror? They are looking at the smallest, the minutest perfection. They are looking at that. Have you seen cricketers doing a shadow practice if they miss a ball? Why they do it? They are feeling it. They're imbibing it, internalizing that. And yes, once you have taken the things, once you have learned it, once you have performed, only then you can experience. You cannot experience unless and until you have performed. Today, I will give you chances for you guys to talk. Only when you have spoken, just sit for 30 seconds, you will understand, you will experience that being here on this platform and talking to people is a different dimension. You cannot talk about an experience if that moment, if that stage, if that participation and the performance has never been done. But there are problems in this world. There are a lot of people who have never tasted the fruit. They talk about their experience. That's a bad thing. So that's why even the areas which I do not know, I don't talk. For example, spirituality. Sorry, that is not my area. I don't talk. Business, come on, baby. I'm there for you, right? Yeah. So somewhere I have to know this is something which is not for me. Yeah. Everything everyone cannot learn. It is very difficult. Some people take janams. Yeah. Good. So next person. Ustad, listen. Break down things into smaller chunks. Yeah. How to climb a mountain step by step, buddy. That's it. Step by step. Yeah. Practice and master what you do. Yeah. So there is only 3 things to master in your life. That's it. Skill to search, skill to communicate, and skill to close a deal. If there are 4, thank you, Rata hoga, but this 3 gives me a result. I'm telling you my version of it. There might be many things. I have respect for this, but these are the things. The moment you learn how to search, you can search God also, God also. Yeah. The same thing. When you know how to communicate, you can communicate to yourself, you can communicate to others, you can communicate to the hell lot of people out there, you can become an influencer, you can communicate to God also. And the last one, when you close a deal, you can close yourself. Like Bajrang Bali closed, yeah, I am Bajrang Bali, goddamn, I'm going to build the entire mountain. So he closed himself. He closed others when he proved others people wrong. Yeah, that's how it is going to be. Do what you love. Do what you love, but remember one more word of my mentor. He says, passion without profit is poison. Okay, do what you love, take it. But passion without profit is poison. So whatever you love, I love killing people, so I'll go and do that. Huh? I love to steal. Shall I do that? I love to cheat people. Should I do that? Yeah. No. Yeah. So I think do what you love is probably a different concept. I understand your feelings, guys, but make sure that it is not going beyond the social laws and ethos of the land. Close by explaining why. I think this is a very deep topic. I would rather take it sometimes later, not today. Yeah. So yeah. This person says, start slowly. I feel it is ulta. Okay. For example, if you want to read something, my first thing is get hold of the book. Okay. And immediately just flip off everything. Okay. Look at everything. What is inside? You will get at least some idea what photo is where, which image is there. So that is a technique which has been given by some of the fastest book readers of this world. The second thing is, just 1 second, hold on. Okay. Okay. So the first thing is start slowly. So I would rather say get a kind of an overview. Achha, this is what I have to do. Good. This is the number of pages. Okay, awesome. This is where I show. And then before you start, you should plan. Anything before you start, plan. This is my way of doing it. Okay, you might take it in a big way or different way. Plan. You need to have a strategy. That's why in victory time, what we ask people is plan your 9 different parts of your life. That might be your health, wealth, relationship, fitness, whatever it is. Plan it before you start doing it. Because even there is a beautiful thing, that our Ratanji Tata says, I take a decision and then I make it right. Then he'd say, no, I have not said this. Somebody else has told. So before you get into that position of you have to mend your decision, why not you take the decision in a right way after full conscious? But once you have taken the decision, don't stop. Good. Understand pace, hand coordination. Yeah. So remember this very powerful word again from my mentor. Your legs can take you to a destination. Your heart can give you emotions. Your head can give you logic, but only hand can give you your destiny. So what are you doing with your hands today? How many people you are shaking hands today? How many mails you are sending today? How many messages you are doing today? How many meetings? How many people are ready to shake hands with you today? This is where you are going to get into a different dimensions of learning. Hello? Yes or no? That's the only thing, buddy. So I'm just sharing whatever you have shared. Okay, this is not my stuff. This is what you guys have done. Before do anything, make things arrange in mind. Absolutely, I agree with you. Okay, but many times it does not work. Many times things comes automatically. See, I have planned from going from point A to point B, but in middle something has happened. Might be my petrol ran out, or might be my car has a problem. Now at that point of time, if I don't do idea mastery, I'll just like a dumb, because I am just following an order. I'm just following a kind of a process. Are you guys with me? Okay. The stereotypical process is not going to help you out because there are other problems. That's what people who are into this, like for example, doctors, consultants, they train to get that thing rolling. If this does not work, suddenly something comes. How do I handle that new situation? Did you get my point? From where are you going to learn? From meditation? I'm sorry. No. How are you going to meditate? Because you have got 10,000 things happening in your mind. So it will be very difficult for one person to do all these things. So that's why it is better to have two things. You should have a plan in mind. Number two, you should have the power to plan anything at any instances. Did you get my point? You should have a plan in mind, but you should also have the powers to plan anything at any instances. Okay? Give more time to basics. Yes. At the end of every calculus, every trigonometry, there is plus, minus, subtraction. Plus, minus, multiplication, and division. Right? That is the foundation of mathematics. The same thing here. So this person says, break the information into simpler user form. Yeah. And that's why there are books that has been written. Typically, I'm talking about those books which gives you some other kind of a wisdom. It is not about how fast you read this book, but when you read one line of this, you will see 10, 20 different kind of ideas will come from one different line. Yes or no? That's why it is better not to read the book. It is better to get somebody who has already read the book. You will get their version, right? So who is translating the book to you also matters. So it is a very, very powerful point that you have mentioned, buddy. So break the information into simpler, usable form. Okay, read that, and you will get a lot of different dimensions. Yeah, a lot of different dimensions. The moment you learn what to do with one thing, okay, like I always give this example, a pencil is supposed to be for writing, but you can use it for some other things. You can use it, you can give it to a lady, she'll tell you how to put a bun to it. Yeah, if you can give it to an artist, he will tell you what to do. If you give it to a carpenter, he will use the same pencil to do certain things. Yes or no? So once you go slow, you will understand the different levels of repurposing this particular component. Synchronize your knowledge, skill, and your body. Absolutely, you're flawless, man. Customize your information. Use the information knowledge as per need. Again, how will you know it is needed or it is just a want, unless and until you know how to communicate with yourself, right? So these are certain things. Okay, do you really need it, or is it just a kind of an influx of your mind? Simple things for others, give them director's perspective. No, you cannot give them director's perspective. It will come always from within. You can instigate certain things. People call it as different ways. If you call it as manipulation, they call it as persuasive techniques. They call it as convincing techniques. But I say you cannot persuade anything unless and until there is a spark within the person. Okay, good. So enjoy the music of life. Awesome. So write down your names quickly. Today's session is over. Okay, today's session is over. We did something absolutely different, and this is because I want to make this session more powerful now from henceforth, and everything is going to be unplanned. Okay, awesome. So I'm looking at people to participate. Now those people who are behind the screen, they have got hesitations. They have got some other priorities. They have got many other things to do. I respect all, but definitely this is a chance. This is a chance for you to come on screen and share your thoughts. 30 seconds. If you don't have this chance, then probably the world will take it in a different way. Awesome. So let's hear from people. Let's open the stage for all of you guys. Over to you.
Dada, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Dada, I'm a big fan of Maestro Ustad. So it was great to see him. And through you, I could understand a lot of things. The depth, the thing he plays, how he teaches his own disciples. I could relate, like we are learning from you. You're also a master. You're teaching us a lot of small things, very intricate things, which we don't understand. You're again teaching us how to fit things into the mind and use it into the closing world, into business. So that was a very good relation. Thank you so much, Dada.
Awesome. Great. Next person.
Yes, sir. What I realized today by watching that is, I able to differentiate whatever he played because I learned guitar through this process only. So I realized why I didn't doing those things in everything what I am doing. So I realized today, if I do all the things what I done in learning music, then I will get more results than what I'm doing now. That's what I realized, like head to heart and hand, as you said. Thank you.
Yeah. A time will come when you actually don't have to look into this. It will automatically come. So the first time when you started driving your two-wheeler or four-wheeler, you were driving like this, right? You are very conscious. What is happening? Hurry, Papa. But now, probably after some time, when you have practiced it many times, one hand outside. How many of you guys have seen one hand outside? Another one somewhere there, okay, holding the steering on one hand.
Now I am driving like that only.
Exactly. You are enjoying a music, you're talking to somebody. Some people can talk on phone also. It is involuntary. So right
Even
now,
the ideas also coming with flow. Even I can write more than 10 like that.
fantastic. So that's what idea mastery is working. It is the only way. There is no other way. Yeah, go ahead, please. Next
Thank
person.
you, Dada.
Oh, good. Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. आवाज आ रही है?
Go.
अभी जो वीडियो देखा उसमें से मुझे वो तो समझ नहीं आ रहा था वो क्या बजा रहे थे, बिकॉज समझ नहीं आया मुझे। लेकिन एक चीज समझ आई, जो भी वो बजा रहे थे, वो जो बोल रहे थे क्वार्टर स्पीड में चलो तो समझ आएगा और क्या है। इट मीन्स कि अगर कुछ हमें नहीं समझ आ रहा था, वी शुड डू द स्पीड डाउन, कि थोड़ा सा समझने के लिए स्पीड को थोड़ा कम करो तो ज्यादा समझ आता है। एंड देन जब वो इजीली सब कुछ समझ आ जाता है, देन वी कैन गो फास्ट एंड अंडरस्टैंड। द सेकंड थिंग, उन्होंने बोला कि पहले अपने दिमाग को बताओ कि तुम्हें क्या चाहिए फर्स्ट, एंड देन योर माइंड विल से टू योर हैंड देन व्हाट नीड्स टू बी। तो ये जो दो चीजें हैं वो मेरे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थी, जस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड। दिस इज अ वेरी पावरफुल थिंग। थैंक यू डायरेक्टर।
Right, next person.
Hello everyone. Hello Dada. So today's session was definitely unique and a different way of learning. We were all observing the same thing, but we came out with all different perspectives, and definitely very useful session. And thanks to everyone for sharing their observations.
So this is the real knowledge, okay? Learning from other people is a fantastic knowledge. Yes or no? Right?
Yeah.
These are not my ideas. It is your ideas. I might have just put in a kind of a right track. That's it. Yeah, that's beautiful. And not a single point is mine. Hello. You are teaching yourself, man. You are gurus. I love to be the student here. Awesome. Next person.
Thank you. Thank you, Dada. Today's session is really powerful. I like to mention the two things: power of planning and power of changing the plan at some bad thing happens or some circumstance. The spontaneous planning, that is really powerful, Dada. And one more thing, the director's perspective is spark. It should come from inside. That is really notable. I understand today, Dada.
Yeah, a director is a person who has seen the movie 10,000 times in this one. Yes or no? He knows everything, which fellow has to be where, what he has to do, where the dishum sound should come, where he should fly back. He has seen it bit by bit. I think a director is a person who has, gone into that depth, but because he knows everything, even the background color, where the angle, camera, console angle, everything he knows. How? How? Power of planning. Because he has gone through this very slow, piece by piece. They write script for all the actors, script for the camera guy, sound fellow, what to do, how to do. Everything is pre-drafted. And then you see this movie in like 45 minutes. Is it? Oh, nice movie. Oh, bad movie. Whatever it is. But there are so many things. The moment you see so many things coming into play, you will have a different way of looking at things. You will see the real efforts. So when people in Fest, they close 10 crores, 100 crores and all these things, you feel, oh, but you are not understanding how much these people have gone into that perfection level, how much of effort, how much of practice, how much of daily commitment, how much of sacrifice these people have gone through. Did you get my point?
Yes, Dada.
This is two things. Not learn only from the winners. People have this fascination to learn from winners. I see, learn from the losers. They are many. They will teach you a lot of things. They are also going to teach you that number of efforts. No one remembers the second guy. It will be very difficult for you to remember the second guy on moon. Yes or no? Okay. But everyone remembers the first person. And the first person has not been the first person. He has sacrificed so many things. When Neil Armstrong was signed, okay, there is a document. He says, he knew it is a no return journey. Yes or no? A journey without a return. Can you take that? Nada, wapas ghar aana. Kyun? That's how it's going to be. So I hope this session was powerful enough. So I'll leave you with that thought process today. Today, I want you to enjoy your day slowly at a quarter speed. Everything that I am going to do, I'm telling you, I'm going to enjoy my today. Everything I'll go, okay, my speed will be same, but my processing is going to be very, very understanding. When I say slow, I mean to say I'm going to go for detailing. I'm fast in now understanding detailing. And detailing is the another process. So those mistakes that I have overlooked, I will know it much more better. Remember one thing, when you go from point A to point B with a 50 kilometer speed, it's a different learning. But when you go walking in that same road, slowly, probably just looking out, you will see every pothole, every lamppost, every break, everything which is around, every advertisement you will see. Yes or no? Granular. So that's what I'm telling you. In life, there are three skills. Go granular. Go deeper. It is not about how fast you finish the thing. It is about how finish with finish. That's my word for today. Finish with finish. All right, guys. See you then. Bye-bye. Take care.